Hey guys, here, welcome to another GTA 5 gameplay commentary. Got a couple of tracks I want to show you here for non-contact, but I'm going to be talking about something else in this commentary. But this particular track is quite short, simple, straightforward. It consists of multiple laps to be able to test your consistency, composure, and your concentration levels on these races to be able to see who can keep doing it over and over again on these laps. It's quite awesome. This track in particular, 0.62 miles, which is pretty much the minimum requirement that you need to be able to create a track. So that's 35 seconds for this particular lap on this track. So 5 tracks in this particular footage. I did absolutely horrible on this footage, but I wanted to show you from this point of view to apply pressure and to attack the player who's currently in the front. At the same time, when I was under pressure, all the mistakes that I was making compared to if I was not under pressure. So I made a lot of mistakes on this race, usually to what I do normally. Most of the times, to be able to win consistently all the time in playlist racing stuff, you hardly gotta make any mistakes whatsoever. So anyway, I'm gonna be talking about Watch Dogs here. I've seen a lot of footage of it, and honestly, I am disappointed. That's all I gotta say. Because if you take out the whole aspect of hacking, right, the game is nothing. There's nothing to the game. So obviously, the whole point of the game is hacking. It's there. So they've decided to add in the feature of racing. So this is interesting because if they're gonna do that, then at least make the experience enjoyable. Because from what I've seen so far, no one seems to be enjoying the racing on that game. From what I've seen from the responses, from quotes, from people's reactions, is just nothing appealing about it. The physics behind the driving of Watch Dogs is just horrible. Something about it is just not up to standards that you'd expect from a next-gen game. At the same time, if we were to compare something like GTA 5 driving and the physics behind this game smashes Watch Dogs out the window for that aspect, you know. I'm not talking about hacking. Obviously, you can't compare the main plots behind both these games, but there's a lot of similar features for both these games. Of course, free roaming, driving, and racing, which both these games have in common. So one thing that I was also told, correct me if I'm wrong on this, I'm not sure about this, but at the moment apparently you can only have 8 players in a free roam lobby, and that is pretty much it. I'm not sure if this is temporary or not. Most likely it is, because I think they're sort of being cautious on their servers. That should be the only case. But if it's not temporary, then that's kind of a scary thought to think that, oh, such a big game like this on next gen, only with 8 player slots maximum give availability for a free roam lobby, whereas in GTA 5 you got 16. So that's crazy. Honestly, is. You know, think about it. I mean, even the map itself and the game is kind of rather small. So the free roaming sort of the limitations are definitely shown, and I'm just concerned as to how long would this game last for. Honestly, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. This game won't last for more than 2 months. That's what I'm saying. It's not because I have this personal hatred towards the game. I just see it from what I've seen so far. And obviously, this is coming from a person that was absolutely hyped about the game when they first announced it ages ago. But the more I see gameplay footage from this game, the more I don't want to purchase this game at all. Something about it just really puts me off. I mean, it's weird because when you look at the sort of the graphics from certain angles from the player's point of view, it looks absolutely amazing. However, once you jump into a car, it feels like you're in a potato, like a baked potato or like a shoebox. Everything feels so tight, so rigid, so compact, and so put together that there's literally no sort of detail gone into it when you're sort of driving. It looks very similar to every single one of the vehicles that you're in for some reason. It feels like they sort of reskinned one particular model for every other car. So they're sort of just, it's one of those things, they got sort of a base model of a car, right? And literally just changed it for every single one, but they look so similar to each other. It's hard to explain, but there's nothing to it that it's just, it will keep you on the game, if that makes sense. And honestly, driving is definitely a huge aspect of Watch Dogs, because that's something that is commonly used to transport between missions, used for obviously transport as well, and obviously going to be used in free roaming. And it seems like you can't do drive-bys, but correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't looked into the game in detail, but from what I've seen, you know, when people get frustrated over people comparing GTA 5 to Watch Dogs, I don't understand why you get frustrated, because as I said, both these games have similar features for them both, and it's important that, you know, we need to understand why something like Watch Dogs, which is highly anticipated, has been delayed all this time, but so little effort gone into such a huge part of the game, which, you know, obviously do with driving and the physics behind it. Because it's all about enjoying the experience rather than the minute details going on with the graphics, because obviously graphics is nice and all for the visual appeal of the game. However, it's all about the experience. If you don't experience, you know, the gaming experience, obviously to do with driving in particular, then it's no fun. It's no good in having that. Obviously, as we say time and time again, man, if you have shit in your screen, like from what I've seen so far with these racing, right, on Watch Dogs, a lot of random sparks, a lot of things getting in your way, a lot of random shit, because the graphics are so good on that game that sometimes it could get distracting as well, if that makes sense. The simplicity is not there. You know, without the simplicity, you won't get the same gaming experience as you would with GTA 5 and that fun aspect of it. So anyway, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on Watch Dogs, but as I say, I'm only specifically talking about racing, driving, mechanics, and just general cars. I feel like there's more detail gone into cars for GTA 5 than Watch Dogs, even though it seems like graphically Watch Dogs is absolutely amazing, but only at certain angles. Once you get into the car on Watch Dogs, oh, it looks absolutely disgusting for some reason. Don't know what happened there, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm definitely interested because you know, I feel that Watch Dogs will not be lasting another 2 months. You know, the question is, you know, once you've figured out all the hacks, blah blah blah, you've free roamed around the entire map, which isn't that big anyway. What's the next thing you're gonna do, obviously? So that's something that's interesting. Yeah, fair enough. If you're into the whole sort of storyline behind it and you want to play casually, by all means get the game. I'm not telling you to not get the game. I'm just stating my opinions from what I enjoy from a video game. And at the moment, what's keeping me on GTA 5 is quite simply the racing and driving, because it's just perfect. It definitely, if the mechanics and the physics was like Watch Dogs for driving on GTA 5, I would not be playing this game right now. It's that simple. And the element of being able to create your own tracks is just insane. For something that's not even next gen, it's just crazy to think about being able to use in-game props and make your own desired tracks. That's just crazy. I mean, think about it. This game, right, GTA 5 is still currently under beta, right? And they're gonna have so many. They're working on so many things and free DLCs. I mean, what is gonna beat that in any way possible whatsoever? It's crazy. Free DLCs. The game's big. It's got a lot of future content planned. I don't know what sort of plans there are for Watch Dogs, but honestly, the game doesn't have much to offer other than hacking. That's what I'm saying. So this is my opinion, guys. Definitely let me know in the comments below. That was an insane finish there. Ended up losing that race. I took a wider line, which I shouldn't have done in the final corner. We both made mistakes, and yeah, Picano and Rohan at the moment are the most competitive drivers I've gone against, and there's quite a few others who are not that consistent, but it's great to see consistent plays on GTA 5. As I said, if you guys got what it takes to beat me on GTA 5 racing to do with playlist racing, then let me know. I'm currently undefeated for non-contact, so yeah, I'm interested to see who can actually challenge me on that. So follow me on Twitter and Twitch to be able to find out when you're able to race me. Sorry. But yeah, these are my thoughts, guys. As I said, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Definitely GTA 5 dominates in the whole sort of cars, racing, physics, and all of that compared to Watch Dogs. Even though Watch Dog graphics absolutely annihilates the graphics of GTA 5, which is expected as the next gen game. But still, some of the graphics kind of weird on Watch Dogs. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Check your sign out. Good night. Peace. Yeah! One jolly good morning in GTA 5 where every motherfucker's goddamn bored.
What was it like?
Oh.
Yeah. But there's 5 of us. We need